I sat down with over 100 software engineers and I compared what each of them actually takes home to what their company bills clients for their work. And the average software engineer is keeping about a fifth of what they're actually worth. And here's the part that should genuinely bother you. This isn't a few people getting a bad deal at a shady company. It's almost every single person. So by the end of this video, I'm going to show you where that other 80% of the paycheck actually goes, why the company gets to keep it instead of you, and how to set this up such that you are the one keeping 100% of what you're actually worth, such that you're not making somebody else rich. And before anybody calls this a corporations are evil type of video, understand that I have been both an employee as well as an employer. I was making my company millions of dollars as a software engineering manager, putting in over 80 hours a week while I was being billed out for almost $2,000 an hour, and I was keeping less than 10% of that. All of that changed when I left and I actually built one of the first B2B AI consultancies here in LA, AB Analytics. And I also started helping engineers do the exact same thing inside my accelerator, Code to CEO. So let's actually get into it and follow the money. Your company, let's say, bills the client $300 an hour for you. Let's say you see about $60 of it. So where do the other $240 actually go? Because somebody is getting it every single hour that you work. Now, some of it is going to go to overhead, and that's obviously fair. You have the taxes, the benefits, the building. Nobody's getting mad about that. But that's not actually where most of it goes. That is only a very small percentage. Most of it goes to three things that you never see on your paycheck. First, the salesperson who closed the contract and took a commission on your hours. Second, the account manager who owns the relationship with the client. And third, the actual owners, the people whose names are on the company who get to keep the rest as profit. So while you wrote the code, they split the markup. I remember when I was getting billed out at $18.50 an hour, I kept less than 10% of that. The other 90 though did not just magically disappear. It paid for everybody standing between myself and the actual person that was writing the check. And the second that I fundamentally understood why they could do that, I stopped being angry about it because it isn't actually unfair. Now, I know what you're thinking. Your gut might say, Bago, this is theft. They're stealing the value that I created. And you can feel that way because I also felt that way for years. But I want to show you why that type of thinking is wrong, and it's actually not going to do you any good. Because getting this wrong is the main reason that I have seen most engineers staying stuck at a specific ceiling. You want to ask yourself what that company actually did to earn, let's say, that said $300. They didn't write the code, right? You did. They didn't stay up fixing a bug at midnight. That's what you did. But here's what they did. They found the client and they closed that client. They built a name that client trusted enough to write a check before you ever said a single word. They owned the relationship with the client. So when that business had a problem worth $300 an hour, they called the company and not you because they had never even heard of you. So that is the whole thing here. The company is not paying you less because your work is worth less. They're paying you less because you do not own the customer. The money does not follow the person who does the work. It never did. It follows the person who owns the relationship with the customer. And once you see that, you realize that this gap was never really about technical skill. It was always about distribution. And right now, you are the distribution that somebody else owns. That's all there is to it. All of this means that the fix is not getting better at coding. It's not learning a new tech stack. You're already good enough. The fix is owning the thing that they own, the relationship. And if you're a software engineer already making at least $10,000 a month and you actually want to build the thing that lets you keep 100% of what you're worth, I'm running a free workshop on June 21st where I will walk through exactly how software engineers such as yourself can go ahead and actually start getting into entrepreneurship by getting your first client. It's not for everybody. and if you're not serious about owning your own thing, it's genuinely not going to be worth your time. But if you are serious, then the link is in the description below. It's completely for free. Now, let's get back to the video. You're probably thinking, okay, fine, Miguel. I'll just go independent. That's my only move there. And there's really 3 options when you go independent when everybody reaches this phase. 1, they ask for a raise. 2, they go freelance on Upwork or Fiverr. Or 3, they build a SaaS. Now, a raise just moves you from, let's say, $60 to $70 an hour. You're still on the wrong side of that invoice. You just rearranged the furniture. Nothing else ended up happening. Upwork drops you into a global bidding war against somebody charging $15 an hour. So you get commoditized all over again, except now you don't even have the company benefits or the salary to fall back on. And building the SaaS, which is seen as the best out of the 3, is actually the slowest, hardest path to a single dollar there is, especially with no distribution, or in this case, no audience. But here's the point that I want to get across. Every single one of those keeps you competing in the one place where you are a commodity. You do not have a skill problem. You've never had a skill problem. You have a positioning problem. And there's exactly one place where that positioning flips in your favor. And that is in your own city. Right now, there are millions of local businesses that need tech help, including AI, that have no clue where to start. And not a single software engineer near them is offering it, because every single software engineer is online fighting the entire planet for the same exact remote opportunities. But you can drive to that business. You can shake that owner's hand. You can join your Chamber of Commerce. You can join your Business Network International chapters. You can be the only AI software person that they have ever actually met and shook hands with. And the second you own that relationship, you are the company. Remember the relationship point and how this is the most important thing. There's no salesperson that's gonna take a cut out of your hours. There's gonna be no owner keeping 90% of what you do. You set, let's say, the $300, you're gonna keep that same $300. And this isn't just theory that I'm talking about. Paul, one of our founders inside Code to CEO, did it with literally no audience and landed his first client within months. Dom closed a contract from a conversation he had on an airplane. Demir closed a local construction company for over $50,000. And keep in mind, these aren't influencers with a following. They are all software engineers who stopped focusing on the work and actually started owning the customer. So that $18.50 an hour that I keep talking about that I got billed out at was really a receipt at the end of the day. A client proved that my work is worth at least $1,800 an hour. And the only question left for me was, okay, whose name is going to be on that invoice next time? So if you want your name to be on that invoice next time, go ahead and sign up for the workshop down below and I will show you exactly how to build it. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good one.